Welcome into another episode of Mommy Needs Another Coffee. We are so happy to have you back with us once again. I'm Lauren Motter, and today, get ready because it is something that I have been wanting to do since my fantastic co host left me temporarily. We are going to catch up with Jen, but I'm going to catch you up first with why she's not here. So here's this video from a podcast in August.
And this I'm actually gonna have you open. That's my last hack there.
Stop it. This isn't a hack. What are you doing to me? Is it upside down?
There it is.
Is Leah gonna be a big sister? I'm so happy you told me on this. Oh, I'm so excited. Is it a boy or a girl?
You're gonna die. It's a little girl.
Oh, it's a girl! Oh my gosh!
So yeah.
This was not in my rundown. I'm a little upset.
I was like, oh no, she went to my hacks too quick.
Aw, I'm so excited.
So we have wives for your boys eventually, so they'll just
We're gonna be in-laws, y'all. I'm so excited.
so excited.
Okay, I don't even care about my hacks. We'll talk more about hacks in just a second because I have to give her a hug. We'll be back. What is this? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! And now, Jen is here. Yay! Hi,
Yay.
finally.
Hello. It's the first time I've ever been anywhere broadcasted with wet hair and no makeup. So hi, this is Mom Jen.
That's mom time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we planned this like a little while ago. Be like, hey, let's do it this day because we knew that Leah would be at school, but Leah's sick with strep and Doyle's sick with strep. Your sister who was just here was sick with strep, but you're good.
Yeah. Good. Babies also can't host that bacteria.
Which is amazing. Yes. Okay. So Nora is here. And
Sure.
she is just perfect. I might have just try to steal Snuggles a lot. Look at her. She's so
Perfect.
cute. She's perfect. Yay. Okay. So take us back because you've been gone for a little while now.
Ah,
So Nora was born and a much easier labor than Leah because you were working the day you had her.
yeah, yes, I was. Which I did, I technically did with Leah as well. But this was a chosen work because it was on a Sunday. But it's politics season. Like this is like Super Bowl time. So I'm sitting on the sidelines now drooling a little bit, but that was my last like hurrah. And I parked, half a mile away from one of the rallies that was happening in town and stood on my feet for a couple hours and people kept asking me if I wanted to sit and I said, no, I'm going to get this baby out of me. Thank you so much. And it worked. So that's great. And then I was in major denial that I was in labor and my husband was having a bit of a meltdown, like, we probably need to go to the hospital. I was like, we're fine. It's fine. Don't you worry. And yeah, it turns out I got to the hospital and we had a baby 3.5 hours later. So
Very quick. Yeah. And so she had gone to that. You had gone to that, Jen, and then you sent that email and I texted you and I was like, what are you doing?
I was like, I'm working, it's fine. And like had a stomach ache, thought I was just like kind of sick, and turns out I was about to have a baby.
Turns out you were in labor. Yeah. But a lot less of hours than
Holy cow.
Leah.
Yeah. 28 hours the first time. I'd say like what, 5 hours the second time. So yeah, yeah, I would much prefer the second experience.
Yeah. And there's Big Sister too.
Yeah, she's giving us her 2 cents.
Leah, you need to tell me about your outfit today.
Who are you? You're Leah. Are you Ladybug Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a Ladybug Girl.
Ladybug girl. Okay. So I guess this is kind of a dumb question, but what is filling your cup lately?
Well, I have a lot of really sweet moments happening right now. So,
Yeah.
um, am I sleeping? No. Will I do that one day? Absolutely. So right now I'm just
David's shaking his head saying no.
yeah, no, I hear that you just like don't ever do that again.
Uh-uh.
But that's okay. I'm laughing because so many people take the time to say like like don't try and rush through these moments and, really soak them up. I'm like, I have no rush in my body right now. Like
Mhm.
I can't physically do that. So I'm like smelling every rose I possibly can, and it's awesome. So my
It's
cup
such
is
a
really
different change
full.
of pace
Yeah,
from
it's
our
very
real life.
humbling. Like really humbling, because like I don't actually like, I'm on this podcast with wet hair and no makeup, because today I showered and that's what I got to do today.
That's huge, though.
So my
That
cup
is
is
huge.
extra full and clean, but not quite as cute, but that's okay. Oh,
You're always cute. You have that new mom glow. So
no.
yeah, always, always cute.
I'll
Um,
try.
I mean, a shower really is like a luxury when you're on maternity leave. It really
Yeah,
is.
no, it's awesome. My husband came home for lunch and I showered. So take some coordination, but we made it happen.
Yeah. Okay, so now that Nora's here, I mean, talk about her. She is just the most, I mean, I'm just gonna say she's the most precious baby. She's so cute. She's a copy and paste, and we'll show pictures, copy and paste of Leah when she was little.
Holy cow. Yeah, that's actually, it's wild how much they look alike. We're starting to notice differences now, but it's literally taken, like, she's 6 weeks old. So it's literally taken that long, to kind of realize. But yeah, I mean, she's so, like, she does not like to be messed with.
Hmm.
I've got her in a bow right now, which is like an act of Congress. Whereas her sister, like, you would put a bow on her head and she was 3 days old and she was like, I'm beautiful. So that's a little bit different. Nora's like, please don't mess with me. I'm not here for this. So yeah, but Nora is very easygoing, just kind of, and loves to observe. Whereas maybe just Leah didn't have as much to take in. Like
Hmm.
Nora's got a whole circus to watch. So maybe she's just sitting back and taking it all in, but she's very, very easygoing. Like if she needs something, she'll just like kind of yell at me for a second and be like, okay, you got this. And just like sit there until I bring it to her. So I'm like, okay, I think our very tightly wound house needed a little bit of you. So that's great.
It is so crazy just to see how their personalities, even from the beginning,
So
just are so different, and you don't even realize it till you're like, oh yeah, you're just this chill kid who's just like, okay, cool, what are we doing next?
yeah, we're not used to that for sure around here. So yeah,
It'll be good.
I think she's a breath of fresh air that we needed. And again, just like there's a lot of humility attached to having two kids that are so young that have very different needs and personalities. So I'm having to, just not hold myself to as high of a standard because turns out that'll, just run you into the ground. So
Yeah, weird how that happens, right?
yeah,
So
uh-huh.
weird. And then, and you're feeling good too. I mean, I know that everybody's always focused on baby. And then, of course, we talked a lot about the, after baby and making sure that
Yeah.
moms are okay not too long ago. So you're doing good. You're taking care of yourself. And I know you are, and you're not sleeping, but maybe you'll get a little more sleep sometime.
Yeah, that'll be cool one day when I get that. But yeah, I mean, so far we're just going with the flow. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow that I'm excited to just like go and get things done, like
Mhm.
tie a bow on it. Yeah, and then we were supposed to start our like get back on track keto-ness yesterday, and everyone in my house was throwing up, so I said, okay, we're gonna start this next week when we can hold down food would be great.
Yeah.
So, again, just nothing is the way that I've planned, and I'm learning that that is actually something to laugh at and not something to grind my teeth at. So, I don't think I could have done that last time. I needed everything to be exactly the way it was. So that to me is a sign that I'm already in a better place mentally. So.
Yeah, yeah, it comes at you fast too. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the biggest things that you notice from going one to two, and I'm excited to hear that. So we'll talk about that after the break. Welcome back. We are joined with my fantastic podcast partner in crime, Jen Phillips, who we missed immensely, but thank you for coming on. I know that you are still enjoying your maternity leave, and we're happy that you are, but I'm happy that you're coming to talk to us too. We need to catch up with you.
Yeah, this is weird being a guest on my own podcast, but it's
You're
so
a
fun.
guest on my own Yeah, it's
I
true.
love it.
That's so great. I love it too. And of course, you're holding little Noah, as Leah always says. So little Nora, she's sleeping, and then Leah's on the side. She's about to take a nap too.
Yep.
So this actually worked out perfect for you. So hopefully you can squeeze in a nap after we're done too. Okay, let's talk about some of the biggest challenges or biggest things that you didn't maybe expect going from one to two. So what do you think the biggest thing going from one baby to two that you didn't expect happened?
Well, I think people always make the joke like, oh, if you have two babies, at least you have two hands.
Yeah.
It's like one for each hand, you'll be fine. It's not that big of a transition. I think this has been harder for me because I hold myself to a really high standard of, oh, and here's my cat and my dog, by the way. So everyone is in this like
You don't have four hands.
square 4 feet of space in my head. Um, but like I hold myself to a really high standard of like being really present with my kids. So I put my phone down a lot and I use my two hands and I always joke like my firstborn needs actually four hands at any given moment. And it turns out that's actually probably true. So like when, right before this podcast, Leah accidentally dropped her crayon in the toilet because she was trying to like get a tissue and put that in the toilet. And I mean,
Mhm.
it was just so sweet. She came in like panicking, and so I had to have her wash her hands. Well, I'm holding Nora, and we had to put soap on Leah's hands, and then I had to hold her up with my other hand. It's just the physical challenge of like actually being physically able for both kids
Uh-huh.
is not something I was expecting. And that's been a lot harder. Or like when I'm holding Nora and Leah comes up and says, "Will you hold me?" And I'm like, "Come on, girl." But
Hmm.
yeah, it's different because
Yeah.
she doesn't
Well,
have
because
both.
reminder, everybody too, Leah's two, almost, she'll be three in a couple months. So
Yeah,
she still is in that stage that she's not really independent on some stuff, but yeah, she still needs you most of the time to help her with things.
yeah, definitely. And fiercely independent usually means you need mom more because you've tried the thing in your own little 2-year-old method. And then the toilet clogs or something is really going down by the time you've called for mom, so that is a two-hand situation and I
Yeah.
now only have one to give.
And that's okay. That's
Yeah,
okay. Sometimes you just have to be like, okay, just wait a second or
yeah,
do this or ask for dad.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I don't
for sure.
understand. The boys will like yell and ask, and like literally, I'm in the other room and Lauren's just sitting right there. I'm like,
Like,
hi.
your father's right there actually would be
Yeah,
great.
no, you that happens so much. Wait till they both talk. Just wait. Give me a couple years and then you'll be like, oh, remember that? I remember that. Okay, so other than wishing you had like six hands, what do you think the biggest challenge has been? Like, do you think like sleeping or just kind of getting into a routine?
Definitely routine. School helps us with that a little bit, because we're forced to wake up and go do things, which is
Mm.
important. Oh, hello.
Oh,
Um,
look at her little outfit. So
Snuggly.
cute.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, that bow is big. I love it.
It is. Yeah, she's got a Southern mama and no
I
hope.
love it.
We're putting the bow on. Sorry, kid.
I
Yeah,
keep looking at the screen behind because I'm like, oh, I want to see her face.
there you go. Yeah, it's mostly been routine. Well, everyone who watched this podcast knows I'm extremely type A. So that's my next focus for
Mhm.
maternity leave. Oh, there's a cat, there's a dog. Okay. That'll be my next
So
focus
great.
for
I
maternity,
love it.
just combing the circus, because and we have to get on a bit of a routine. And I also I want to eat good food,
Hmm.
like feed my family good food again. Clearly, our immune systems are a little shot here, so I'd like to put some more vegetables in our food again and kind of get back to normal and whatever normal looks like now, which I know is different. So
Yeah.
that's stressful for me. So and also I know for my husband who like it makes me look like a type B person. I thought that I was the most tightly wound person I knew, and then I met him. So
I think you could be, remember we talked about this type C
yeah,
mom. Sometimes it's like things have to be away, and sometimes you're like, whatevs,
yeah,
they're
trying
alive.
really hard
No big deal. We're
to
good.
adopt the second one, and I'm just not there yet, but I'm trying. It'd be good
Yes.
for me, like really good for me.
It
So
is. I feel like that second kid really does humble you. It really does. Because you're just like, oh, okay. So we don't have to be there on time. We don't have to. It's fine. Life goes on. No big deal. And everybody understands too.
that's the like really like Leah's school. We've made it on time once since
That's
Nora.
great.
And when we got in, her teacher was standing there and was clapping. Was like,
Oh,
"Look, did it!" I was like, "Thank you." That's great. I
it's so
need
nice. You need that tribe and you need those people to support you because they,
a
especially with something like that, like they know, like they're just happy you're there. And they're like, good. And now you can just have time just to focus on her and
yeah.
not have to worry about Leah. That's what you're paying them for to teach them and do all that stuff too, So that's a nice thing, I'm sure.
It's saving our lives.
That's
And
great.
she's probably so bored right now too. Like, you guys are so lame. All you do is
That's why
sleep.
she's taking a nap. She's
Poor
falling
baby.
asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the biggest joy so far? I mean, I feel like that's kind of a silly question, but
Oh yeah. I mean, there's so much joy attached to it. And watching the two of them discover each other is so
oh,
cool.
so great.
Because Leah, you would expect like she knows baby Noah. We struggle with our R's here. But she knew she was coming. I don't think she knew there was a baby coming. I don't think she really knew like the whole what that was gonna look like. How could you when you're two?
Yeah.
Uh, but just from even when she came to the hospital was just so like wow, what is this?
Hmm.
She uses hushed voices and like
No.
you can tell she just really thinks she's cool. She like likes to feed her. She'll put her passy in her mouth. She'll talk to her. What's funny is watching Nora react to Leah because she really does get calmer when Leah's around. Um, she'll look at her and just thinks you can tell like they understand who each other is, which is really
Hmm.
cool for 2 and 9 months and 6 weeks. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see my family is we have three girls, but we're very spread out. Like I'm 6 years older than my middle sister, and I'm 17 years older than my youngest. So really, we're like in different generations.
Hmm.
This dynamic is very new to my family. So it's fun to watch, and I'm hoping that they get to grow up and be in the same season of life and also get to really love each other and have a partner in whatever they're going through that's not lame old mom who can give advice, but it's different. I'm not in
It
it.
is. And you're not lame. You're not
Well,
lame.
yeah, not to you.
No. They might say something different, because they're kids and two girls are gonna that's gonna be interesting when they grow up. I think that was the best thing though, like seeing when you said that. Like I remember and it's still Max still looks at Howie like that. Like
Yes.
it's like this always this like in awe, like you're always like he doesn't know any different. He and
Yeah.
and Howie doesn't remember not having him and Leah's not gonna remember either. But it's just like it is such a cool thing to see them get that connection, and it's just going to get more and more and more, and they're going to play together, and it's the best. It is the best. You're going to love it so much.
Can't wait. I spent a lot of time worried about I'm an older sibling, so I spent a lot of time worried about how do we introduce a younger sibling in a way that doesn't make older sibling feel like she's being forgotten
Yeah.
or has to share mom and all this. And I read all this stuff and really, I mean, I stressed about it my whole pregnancy. What I didn't plan for was that she loves her. And so I was like, oh, well, that's a way better outcome than I thought. Like
Yeah.
let it happen. I don't need to orchestrate every piece of this. Like
No.
they actually just like each other. They do share DNA, it turns out. So
Yeah. Weird, huh?
means they'll be friends.
Yeah. Okay. What is the biggest surprise this time around from the first time? You kind of talked a little bit about it before, but
Yeah. Um, well, definitely the workload. I thought for sure I was a pro and did not really I was like, I'm not worried. This will be fine.
yeah, you've done this
Um,
before.
yeah, so it's, no big deal. I really was very zen. Um, Silly Jen did not realize it's like it really is double diapers and double laundry and then throw strep into the mix. I
Yeah.
was telling Leah today, I said, you know what? When we get healthy, I feel like we're gonna show up everywhere on time just because I haven't had to change your diaper 3 times. I haven't had to
Mhm.
change Nora's diaper 3 times. This is going to be so nice. So I can't wait to be healthy and going somewhere, but it's a dose of perspective for sure. And I mean, it really does take me, I wake up 3 hours before she has to be at school now, because I'm pumping and also
Yeah.
I have to feed Nora and then I have to get her changed and dressed and then I have to wake Leah up and get her changed. I mean, it's whoo. So yeah,
So much.
it's a lot, but it's so fun. I'm loving it. I'm just laughing at myself that I didn't think it would be any like much more than a number one. There's definitely more work when there's two children.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
But you're super mom. So you can do
I
it. You
don't
can
know.
totally do it. And you're doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just have to. It's not like,
Yeah.
can I do this? Like, you just have to do it. And I got some amazing advice one time from someone when I was nervous about producing a show in my first market for news. And someone told me your work will expand or shrink for the time allotted. Like, you'll either do all the things or you won't, but you can't miss that deadline. So
Yeah.
just get it done. And that I've said over and over to myself when I'm rushing around trying to get somewhere. So that has been, I'm like, wow, you don't understand how much you changed my life sitting in a teeny tiny newsroom in Sherman, Texas. So
That's great.
yeah,
Okay, when we come back, guess what is back? I had to find it. It was on your desk.
of course it was.
Yay! Okay, we're gonna do the mom fails. We'll be back when we come back. All right, welcome back. Mom of the Week fail with our fantastic trophy is back-ish. This is the only time it's been back until Jen is officially back sitting next to me, which we're counting down the weeks. Okay, so I told Jen, I was like, hey, we're gonna do mom fail. Okay, she's like, oh, I got plenty. I got so many.
The whole show of them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring it
Okay, so what
out.
is your mom fail of the week or mom fail of maternity leave? I don't know.
Well, I guess the theme of my maternity leave is biting off more than I can chew.
Hmm.
So, uh-oh, you okay? Oh no, you're good. Okay.
She's like, I'm hungry, mama.
She's like, "Okay, I need milk." So we redid the nursery for Eleanor and it turned out really well. And then I was
It's
feeling
so cute.
guilty. I'm like, I love it. I go sit in there. It's like really a peaceful like room. Then I was feeling bad because I felt like my first stab at a nursery, aka Leah's room, was not like as just like put together because I was just trying to figure everything out. And I was also feeling I have a really bad thing where I feel really guilty, like asking people for things, especially my husband, because he does so much already. So I was like, we'll paint two walls. It'll be great. And now I'm like, oh, we need to paint the rest of the room. Sorry. And it was just time for reorganizing. So I asked, Doyle if we could do it. And he said, yeah, let's just do it this weekend. Okay. So like ended up costing us like $300 because we had to get new paint and then we got a new bookshelf because she has so many books and then we ended up reorganizing her room and rearranging it and it took us like a week and a half with a new baby, so we already aren't sleeping and we finally got finished. I got all this stuff out of the living room and my husband goes, can we not do any more projects like for a while? And I'm like, I've broken this man. Like this is terrible. So um, my mom fail is having way big ideas. My husband's like a fixer, like a do it guy. Like he can do all the things
Hmm.
that like I've never seen something that he can't like build or fix or whatever. But the problem is he married an idea girl who can't do the things sometimes. So I just dream up these
Yeah.
things in my head, and I'm like, "Can you do that? Okay, thanks."
And
And
it looks so good though.
I love it.
It,
Her room
there's
looks
both of
magical.
them are so cute. They look
It's
so good.
and I love having girls, but I'm like, I'm so sorry. So, yeah, Dole, we're done for a while.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
so I broke my
Um,
husband.
I
Is what I'm
think I think I have time for my fail really, really quickly. My fail is that how I went to the dentist on Monday and was a complete terror. I mean, this could be a whole episode too. He hates the
saying.
dentist. He was
I do.
rude to the because he didn't want to be there. He was rude, which is so
Oh,
out of character of him. And so I yelled at him so bad. And I was like embarrassing myself too. So it's kind of more of like a mom fail. And they like love K-Mac. They love me. And they're probably like, whoa, who is that girl? Yeah, it was really embarrassing.
she's a mom. That's what it is. Sometimes it doesn't go the
Oh
way
my
you're.
gosh, I know. But it was, I mean, we don't have enough time to tell you. I mean, it was bad. I was embarrassed and I was frustrated. And Lauren's like, well, did you take anything away from him? I was like, no, I couldn't. I told him, I was like, I'm not taking you to the dentist ever again.
Well,
That's
she's
what I
like,
said.
good, because I hate it there.
Pretty much. Yeah. I was like, okay, this is great. Awesome. So since you're not here, I'm just going to take it. I'll put it on my desk.
Okay.
So now I know where it is. Oh, no, I'm sorry. David, do you want to vote? Okay, David wants to vote. I'm sorry.
Jen.
Jen wins.
Jen wins.
Oh, Jen, you win.
Only because he's a husband.
And I know what it's like to be broken. So, yes,
Solidarity.
you win.
Okay, Jen, you win.
Gotta
I'll get
scoop.
it back sometime. I'll put it on your desk where it goes. Okay, thank you for
Gotta see
sharing.
where it goes.
Bye, Nora. Bye bye, Nora. Leah, we love you guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yep. She's like, yep, we're done. We are done. And I'm
Fine.
crying because of it. Jen, thank you for taking the time.
Thanks
We
for the.
miss you. Thanks for catching us up. Remember, you can watch us Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8:30, 2:30, and 8:30. And Jen, we are counting the days to get back, but enjoy your time off. Goodbye.